All right, so let's go over more back testing. I'm gonna be doing oils today, and that's because I did the first week pretty much on indices, right? So I showed up until Friday. So we're gonna be doing the same thing. Start from um January the 2nd here, all the way to the same date, and then I'll go back to indices. Or I might even do metals, but yeah. So let's just get started, right? There's no news, right? So I can probably just go next week here. So there's gonna be no news this Friday, right? The first trading day of the year. Yep. So let's just see here. I start from the. I think I will start on the higher time frame, probably monthly. Just to understand where you're at. So kind of like a big ass. Okay, that's gonna take a bit to load. All right, FX replay. A big ass retracement is a price on the higher time frame as well. We do engage with this low. Right? We are engaging these lows and these lows right here. All right, quick mark that out. It's here. All right. Now I'm looking at this asset. It's clearly failing to avoid the same low. So we want to potentially look for shorts, right? Strength switch. Do we have strength switch? We do have SMT fill. If you look, but this from the previous week, so it's kind of unfortunate. And like this week in itself here, that's like all this look all the way down here. Actually, it's crazy. So this week kind of expanded quite a bit already. So I'm not really expecting much. I don't think it supports expansion lower, but I'm gonna drop to the daily now. Okay, we just left these lows right here. So again, fair to play this higher time frame low. Pretty much we should do the same here, right? So I'm assuming we should go for that low, like or eventually though. What do we want to trade today? Okay, so this is it's very early, so it's just like around the open. I'm not gonna be trading Asia session. I only trade New York, so we're gonna be skipping to. We can skip to 8 actually here. Of course, there's no news. That did not work. Okay, let me fix this real quick. Okay, there it is. It took me a little bit, but we got it. All right, so it looks like the day opened high first. We could potentially go for this low. Look at these. Are these equal lows? No, I mean kind of like. Can this hustle get to these lows? That was more crazy work there. Okay, so let's look at daily rip. Day opens high first. This candle here, it's an expansion candle. We do trade into this gap. Very obvious key level here. It doesn't look like we have a two-stage. Beam versus gap, so that's not the best thing ever, I gotta say. Okay, those were 6 hour, right? So it's fine. Yeah, probably fine. Not the worst thing ever. 90 minute. I think this could be PSP. Not really. So it's just no two stage, unfortunately. So the hourly, there's no are these? Yeah, these are different. I was like, there's no way I'm on the same asset. So there's not much. We don't have SMT in the gap. Look, these are just equal highs. Same thing here. So now we engage with this low, right? Current low today. The daily right this low here. It looks like we are failing to manipulate this low. So I would like to see these two also trade into the same low. Now let's see. I am trading 8, right? Yeah. So yeah, we want to trade SMT break, current low today, which is this one actually. This is literally perfect. Except for the fact that we don't really get hyperbolic sequence, it looks like. Let's see. You have this gap, right? Which is this high. Okay, whatever. I'm gonna incorporate these. Let's see if we get SMT fill. Even this would be SMT fill. I think there might be some 50-minute shenanigans here going on. Okay, no, there's nothing. Alright, so okay, I was supposed to skip 30 minutes. That's not good. So let's see if we do get SMT fill potentially, or if we just expand lower. If you just expand, there's like not gonna be a retracement. It's not gonna be shit. I can't really trade that. The hourly. Okay, we might form an hourly in a bit. I'll still use the starting minute if we do retrace into it. I think we're probably just gonna get to the low now. Alright, so there's the only way we can trade this is we can use this hourly. That's it, pretty much. Ideally, strength switch doesn't have to be, but ideally it is. Like this house, it kind of closer, right? You can tell this is an expansion candle. This not so much. Let's just see. I don't think there's 90-minute. There's nothing. We might form a 90-minute, but it's gonna be quite a bit. We're probably just gonna go for the low now. All right, so we went for that low. I think it's the same low here. And now we broke the SMT. I don't think there's anything lower here. I would assume this house is probably gonna go here, but not the cleanest thing to trade. Like we're kind of overextended. This is SMT break. Let's see if we get anything here. Let's see. Bigger frame internal integrity. Nah, that's kind of cooked. Low key. I think probably just done for today. It's that. Yeah, we're not even retracing. This is crazy. I would use 90-minute, by the way. Oh, we do have a SMT. Oh my god. We clearly Phantom ability low today. This will be short and low today, and it's also gonna be 90-minute gap. Let's see when this happened. Oh, it's pretty important to see when it happened. It happened here. We just don't have anything below this, no. This gap we tried into, yeah, there's like nothing below this. It's just like I'm confirming these lows, right? Okay, so this is the candle here. So we also have it here, by the way. I don't really love this type of SMT fill where they're going to create a gap, but it's a 90-minute. So I'm expecting 12 to, if it's probably, like, if we're going to reverse here, it's probably going to open up here. So I don't really expect, yeah, for us to just consolidate for 3 hours, right? With this close proximity low. Obviously, we're going to confirm this. So ideally, use 5-minute to confirm this right here. I'm not framing necessarily lower on these houses, just this, right? Very low in the range, to be fair. So the 3-minute is pretty far. So you can either use an inversion or you can use a CSD. Okay, so like this CSD I can trust only on this asset. There was a gap here, like really. I don't know. I'm not really liking this. Wait, is this 90-minute? Okay, then I just didn't move this. I probably would wait. Let's see. Okay, so now we know that via this CSD that this is reversing. Now we just need to get to R with this low potential here. So I would definitely use the bodies here and see if we can get to R. I just limit order this, no? I'll be mindful if like yeah, just limit order like that. Yeah, I'll probably do this. Fine. We could wait for a gap. I really don't need it. Alright, there is. Okay, we can actually just enter the gap. We can enter market here. Really cool. So it's a one stage, right? This should confirm the high. Okay, it's kind of looks mid. Now that I look at it on the lower time frame at least. I look at 90 minutes very clean, but yeah, like the hourly. Oh my gosh, it's kind of cooked. Yeah. Oh, we'll see. Okay, we can trail for sure. I don't like how we're jerking off. We could almost go break. Do we hit this? Is that low today? Okay, so we haven't hit low today yet. Okay. Yeah, we just have equal lows. Okay. Okay, honestly, I think I should just not go and break even. Okay, that's definitely a mismanagement. Because like it's only 1 minute. That probably is just look, it probably just is a 3 minute CSD that we formed. Look, let me go back. Also, like, look, we left equal lows. We know on all assets. We know there's not true reversal here. So we're probably just bullshitting. Yeah, I don't know. We're just a 5 minute gap. I don't even know what it is. Us 5 minute CSD. Yeah. So until we hit this low, right? We don't hit it because these are equal lows. We know this is not true reversal. Like I should probably not trail really because I'm using the 1 minute. Like we're just bullshitting, right? We ended up putting a second stage. Then once we engage with these lows, which where we saw, this is where I'll probably trail. We could even go break even. Like yeah, probably almost go break even. Yeah, I mean I'll go break even here now. That was close. Kind of jerking, obviously, but like low of the day, we could probably cap off here. I'm saying like, look, huh? Yeah, this is pretty horrible. Like we have some TV, right? So it can cause a deeper retracement. You just go for this high. So I would, yeah, I would just be break even here, or I could trade this high. I guess I don't know. Yeah, we're been breaking either way. Very low probable because we're low in the range. So just mostly just like trying to pick a winning day. So I'm not gonna be journaling break evens here. So yeah, just gonna be skipping this. As I said, like honestly expected 12 probably. Are we putting a 2 stage right now? Oh, we are. I see. Okay, so that's literally what I said. That's why we trail a little bit more aggressively, but this has to hold. Last chance to go lower pretty much. Yeah, last chance. Last chance. Like 90 minutes. I also have it here, I believe. Let's see if it displays lower. If we can just break the SMT. Okay, cooked. Very low into the range. Right, pretty low probability. Like day overall, just because can't really short here or here. Very unfortunate, but yeah. Yeah, this is just a bunch of equal highs, so. Like, I mean, technically there's this, right? And this candle, it would be bullish close, so this would be strength switch PSP. Pretty early into the day though. I'm not sure that. All right, so let's go next. All right, again, I'm not gonna join break evens. Probably just yeah, partial wins for sure. Losses, yeah. Just not break evens because yeah, it does happen quite a bit. To be fair, my trading. All right, so let's skip to Monday. All right, so we have natural gas storage, and why is this set PM? Hold on, let me fix this. I'm so sorry. What the hell is happening here? Was it actually at 4 p.m.? All right, let me fix this. Yeah, so this is actually correct. We have crude oil and like wherever we have news at 5 p.m. So I don't know. That's pretty random as time. Hopefully it's not 10:30. Usually it's not on Monday, so I don't know why the fuck would we do this on Monday and then have it also on Wednesday. But okay. Um, yeah, we're gonna skip to 8. So the 6 a.m. candle here is tradable, obviously. Um, but at 8, so I don't have to necessarily wait for 10:30. Of course, like today we don't have it. Like I'm talking about Wednesday potentially. Where I usually don't wait for 8:30 at 10:30 if I can get in a trade pretty early. But either way, so yep, SMT with this low, right? Obviously, we are not displacing, like we are not displacing through this low, or you can tell. Right? So this day opened low first. It looked like, yep, and now we're V shaping. Right, pretty good volatility, honestly. If I look at this PA here, Like this kind of looks horrible, but like this is pretty nice. So we have that. That is see previous month's low? Could be, right? Yeah, it is. Okay. I don't know why this is so laggy. The software is kind of mid. So previous month low, SM, that's pretty good, right? And we are holding this daily gap, as you can see. I don't know why I have it like this, but we are sweeping these lows, right? Perfect. We're candle displays lower. That is ideal, right? So this candle, very, very small wick. We currently have SMT with high today here. So potentially, I don't know if you're failing to implement that. We're gonna see like this high. We're gonna see lower time frame in a second. It looks like, but make sure. We clearly just failed to play this high, right? So I'll probably want to aim for PS's high just because we are opening up very close to it. We already expanded overnight, right? London expanded. We can expect London, like New York continuation. That's what we'd like to see. And so ideally, obviously, we get some sort of strength switch to break the SMT. Or if they're all going to trade here, we need strength switch. To break the SMT, we don't need it, right? All right, so yeah, clear engage with this high, never closing above it. That is clear sign of fair to manipulate right there. This candle closes PSP and prints in a gap. So potentially we could have this, right? I would trust this right here. Even though it's probably gonna be a 90-minute. Again, it's not. That would be a deal. Wait, isn't that gonna be? Oh damn, it is. Probably gonna put in a new 90-minute low as well. So this in itself is already strength switch this PSP. We're gonna confirm it with SMT feel. If we get it, this Cossack could just like open high. I don't know. Yeah, we just don't get it. Let's see. Yeah, okay. So this is probably gonna take it. And that's still fine as long as this doesn't reverse. Okay. That's all we need for this hostage trade higher. Or we could just rip, right? I didn't check 30-minute to be fair. Yeah, okay, we know nothing. Like we put in a 30-minute gap. I wouldn't use it. Um yeah, there's nothing here. There's no swing point offered. All right. Perhaps I think this also is gonna fill it. Obviously, we're gonna have a 90-minute, by the way, if this doesn't happen. Or we're just gonna be right at 9. I wouldn't use like 30-minute here. I don't think we have it, or 50-minute. Yeah, that got very close. Okay, so we have it right here. What is the problem? Okay, I didn't have to do this. That this candle doesn't support expansion. We need 9, right? New 90-minute and new hourly. For sure. So we'll see if this holds. Also it's like here. I would like to pair this. Yeah. We need to wait. We need to wait. Because this is okay, so technically this 50-minute will be fine. I don't like these lows, right? Because this is just gonna be a 90-minute gap here. Like we're gonna have a stop loss there. It's the same shit, right? Yeah, we just need 9. All right, so now we have it, right? But it's also 90-minute, right? So we have to be mindful of that. This low is a 90-minute low, and this as well. So obviously, even though we already have hourly, we need to see this expand. This can also close PSP. Ideally, we take these lows. I don't know, there's a 50-minute perhaps. I don't like this swing point. I really print a swing point here. Honestly, I would probably trade HO. Let me be real. If we are going to reverse here. Okay. That's a V-shape and a half. Oh my gosh, no, it's like equal lows. But yeah, I do count this as a strength switch. 100%. 100% I count this as a strength switch. Alright, so now we need to over this high. Let me use EQ this wick. Shouldn't come back down here, but still. Oh, we can damn near enter market. Yeah, alright. Well, I could wait for a 3 minutes yet. Oh no, we already have a 3 minute CSD. I'm kind of late to the party here. Again, we don't know for sure if this is gonna happen or not. This is literally perfect though. Alright, this hustle is not reversing off of this high. Now we have this strength switching as well. It's kind of like equal load. We could trade this as well. I just don't like the equal loads, but we are reshaping away, so I am trusting that. Cool. Okay. So it's this high now. I don't know if I'm gonna wait for a gap, if I'm being real. Ideally, we do. I can give a little bit of our R for a lower time frame gap. Because, like, what if this causes a reversal? It shouldn't. Definitely a retracement might be. Okay, no. What am I saying, bro? Just enter this bit. Hopefully, it doesn't just bullshit around, though. Okay, so we do get a gap. I would enter market, so kind of similar. I would just get wrecked. Alright. First loss, boys. That was fun. Do you even hit this high? No. I guess it's because of equal lows. Alright. We're gonna fill the 90-minute. Okay, we're probably gonna fill this 90-minute. Oh, that look at it. This would have been fine. I think this is fine. I think this is it's alright. Ideally, we get 3 minutes CSD, which we do. Alright, we already had it. And we also get it here. So like, that's how this closes though. Kind of telling. Like, not ideal that we work. Let me show you guys. Not ideal we work all the way up here and close back below. So that's not a good sign, right? You know, wait for that. But I am using it to confirm. It's an hourly, right? But it's also 50 minutes, so I can use the 1 minute. Yeah, so it probably just this asset, right? It takes out the current high of the day, and that causes it's causing a retracement here. And so these asset really didn't strength switch as much. All right, so I'm gonna type on this real quick. Okay, so there is. I'm done. I'm probably only gonna be doing like one session on one asset, like Figma for one asset from now on. So yeah, there is right. Well, stuff from daily. I didn't include the 4 hour just because it's like very obvious what happens. Look, we just opened up first, and then we V-shape. Right now we're leaving various swings here, right? From the daily, right, where we C2 with SMT. So kind of doesn't super essential, but opening like New York is opening up very close to this high. We have SMT, so that's super great. The only thing, strength switch, it's on the asset here that doesn't fill this hourly gap, right? So it's also 15-minute PSP. 1 minute V shape plus a gap. You could also enter a gap, and it just like straight up fails. So so yeah, I mean, I think this is a good trade. I would probably take it. The only thing you could say is it's kind of like equal those here, right? Where it's not the best thing in the world. Oh, is this okay? Where it's not the best thing in the world, but I still think it's probably should deliver. Like it should deliver, right? Because like the draw is just so clear, very high into the range, right? What I could say is that probably, like, I mean, it looked very good in this 90-minute. It just opened as expense, right? And we have that, yeah. It's just 50-minute, like SMT like that, and we have a gap, but I really don't care about that. Look, this should just only be used as a retracement. So let's see. So we ran these lows, right? Very obviously. So now we're looking at this 90-minute potentially to, okay, so I already have SMT fill like this actually. All right, there's. Right, so now we have SMT fill with this 90-minute gap. Honestly, this should be it. Unless we're gonna go for the new 4 hour. Which we could, right? Because now this is printing as a reversal. There's not a lot of time left. So it could do that for sure. At the time though, like look, we were up here with an hour left in the candle. I'm not really expecting like if I go 50-minute. Oh, they're up here. No, I should not delete this, but so this is preset on. We do this, apply. Use this, right? So up here, right, very close. kind of risky. Sure, yeah, I'll give you that. Let's see. Ideally, we also fill this gap here. I don't know. We'll see. All right, so we fill this gap. I don't like what this house is doing though. Like that's the only thing rare. Because like this could cap off the day on like now that I'm looking at it this way. It's just double soup, double fair swing. So I'm assuming it's a retracement with a daily candle not supporting expansion lower. Right. And we'll see honestly. This has to be the low of this candle if we're gonna go higher. Or otherwise. Yeah, okay. We're probably reversing. Let's see. Do we wait for a new 30-minute? No, okay, it's the same. Or yeah, see this 50-minute closes. So clearly not a C2 to go higher, right? So we need to take this low. Or get a 30-minute close that does support expansion higher. Okay, I think we're getting that. There's only one stage. Let's see. I'm using it to, okay, this is like the same shit pretty much. It's where I would also use a 1 minute. Okay, we get it here. Let me go back and look at this. Okay, that is V-shape. This is the. Is this also a line as well? Yeah, it is. It's like where this will be aligned. Again, honestly, just one stage, not super ideal. To where you would definitely want to see the 3-minute. It's just mostly this house is just not reversing. Like, you shouldn't have this deeper retracement. If we're gonna go higher. And then this is also V-shaping. Right, this we print CSD, fair swing CSD. I've seen 2 minutes. I never used this, but you know, it just won't be 1 minute. Right, so this has it trades into a gap while putting an SMT fill, and now we're V-shaping. And you could tell this is V-shaped. All right, so we're gonna try this. Again, mark it. I'll use the bodies here to get to R to SMT high. And yeah, let's see if it does deliver. Okay, so this is V-shaping. Let's see if we get 3-minute. Okay, we get 3-minute gaps, low key. Okay, so we don't engage with anything. If we engage with these highs, I could probably go break even. Okay, what is that? 930. All right, we can definitely go break even here. Okay, and just delivered. So yeah, very unfortunate. Honestly, not the cleanest reversal signature. But yeah, like this 30-minute has to be it. I think that, okay, yeah, this kind of PSP. So I pre-fired it. I don't need a 2-stage because I'm trading 90-minute. All right, I'm trading 90-minute SMT fill. This pretty much like if this 4-hour candle is gonna deliver this high, that has to be the low. That has to be it, right? This is kind of like probably perhaps you want to trade into this 90-minute. It makes sense, right? So that trade could have been avoided, but yeah, it's probably this, right? So you could wait for the close on the 30-minute and see. Can you get into this gap? Well, you probably could, low-key. Let's see. Where does it close? It closes here. It's right before this, no? Yeah, right before this expansion. Perhaps you get a 2-hour here? 5-minute CSD? No, we don't get 5-minute CSD. It's like, yeah. I think this is probably the only trade you can take. You just have to use the 1 minute because like the 3-minute CSD all do up here, right? So either you potentially use the 1 minute, right? Because this is V-shape. It's just, yeah, it just has to work, right? I could have had my stop here, but it's probably I'm just pretty here at the low. All right, so yeah, I'm just gonna get in journal. This is previous high, right? Oh, that's kind of higher than that. Even lower target, man. That's like perfect. And this is I guess it is transit, right? Because this has a filter and play higher there. So yeah. Alright, I'm gonna get in journal this trade. And yeah, that's why losses don't matter when you follow a system. The only thing I could say about this is like, perhaps if I look at the hourly, it makes sense. If this can expand, which look, there's not a lot of time left, we probably want to have this kind of be a small wick potentially. All right, so I'm gonna Figma this and we'll see how the day goes. Well, this would probably be it for me for this backtesting session. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, so yeah, this is gonna be it. Let's just see if HO does get to high of the day, obviously. But this is gonna be hit. So I'm just gonna pause this recording. Okay, so eventually we do probably reverse. Okay, that could be SMT break logic to potentially reverse. I'm not willing to trade that. That's fine. I'm actually gonna have to go back. Damn, okay, that's fine. So yeah, I'm just gonna end this recording so I can upload it.